Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of entitled people. In today's episode, inconsiderate woman at McDonald's. A dog park is not a petting zoo. Old crazy woman gets mad at me after I warn her about how her coffee will be cold. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Inconsiderate woman at McDonald's. So I go into McDonald's and I put in my order at the kiosk. I'm order 929 and they're in the middle of the lunch rush and they're on 912. I'm looking to be here a while. So I go and sit down and play on my phone to wait. After a while I hear 928. 929, shouted, and I get up to go get my food. 928 is getting their bag and they grab and go. I'm walking to get my bag and a woman storms past me and starts complaining about her large and complicated order being wrong. Don't remember details, wasn't really in the mood. I try and wait until she can finish talking to the manager, but her rant goes on and on. To hear her talk, you'd think that the staff just threw random food into her bag without even glancing at the order screen. So I say, "Excuse me? May I get my bag, please?" The woman snaps back, "You wait your goddamn turn," and goes back to raving at the manager. This is where the manager messed up. At least he did in this woman's eyes. He grabbed my bag and handed it to me. I grabbed it, thanked the manager, and headed for the door. The woman's tirade got worse, and she was near to full-on yelling. I just walked out the door, got in my car, and drove off. I would have told her, learn how to read. Adding on to that, also learn how to hear, since they said 929, then shows his ticket number. I feel sorry for that manager. McDonald's should be able to kick people out, add to a do not return list. Instead, restaurants reward these asshats with coupons S&D comped food, which only encourages the savages. The behavior of customers has gotten worse and worse over the past 2 to 3 years. I have gotten shit a few times for my response to these outbursts, but I feel it's accurate. You must have had a rough day, but taking it out on my young staff over fries or a burger is not acceptable. Take a breathe and speak rationally, or we will have you escorted out. I am happy to resolve the issue, but not in this manner. Take some deep breaths and let me know when you're composed. 75% of the time it works, 25% of the time it doesn't, and many of those people have complained about me. It's like people forgot how to act and respect the social norm. Stupid pandemic made everyone selfish and rude. The only time I ever yelled at a manager was after I had asked for a replacement burger because it was raw. The mealy-mouthed manager instantly blamed the girl in back instead of apologizing and giving me a cooked burger. I told him he was weak. Then I turned and told people in line behind me that the manager was a wimp and to check their food. A dog park is not a petting zoo. I have a 50 pounds, 22.5 kilograms, Catahoula leopard mix. She is about 2.5 years old and is one of the most social dogs I know. She loves people and other dogs. Her favorite activity is going to the local dog park. It's about 6 blocks away, and if I or my roommate mention puppy park, she just gets all excited and starts howling and jumping around. As we walk there, she is constantly tugging on the leash and knows instantly if we make any type of detour. When she is there, she plays with the other dogs and even greets each one as they come in. She will go up to the other owners for pets and loves the attention. Like some dogs, when she gets excited, she will jump up on people. I am working with her on this, and now she usually only backtracks when a person has treats on them. When I see it, I correct her immediately, and the other owners take it in stride. They will usually help with the gentle rebukes. We are all dog owners and know the struggle to train a dog. If she starts getting too excited, I will leave with her. She also loves kids, but is almost never around them. When I am out walking her, I have had kids ask if they can pet her. I will crouch down and hold her while I let them pet her, since she is a medium-sized dog. All that is some background to something I have seen on a couple of occasions. Parents who are walking their 4 or 5-year-old kids around the park and must think the dog park is like their own personal petting zoo. They see the dog park and for some reason think it's a good idea to bring a 3-foot child into a park with dogs who are at their eye level. It never ends well. I am pretty sure my dog sees them as pups to play with and will go over to them to 1, greet them, and 2, play with them. I try to keep her away, but I brought her to the dog park so she could run off leash. This has happened 2 times, and both times my dog or another has jumped up on the kid and scared them half to death. The kid ends up screaming, and I am suddenly worried that I might be facing a liability lawsuit. So parents with young kids, please do not bring your kids into a dog park. Seriously, it won't end well. The dog park near me says no one under 14 allowed. The other park has no such restriction, and I have seen people bring in toddlers, then get mad when they get knocked down. The ones in my area have restrictions for small kids. Yet every time I go I see families there with little kids running around. It's annoying, because dogs definitely react differently to a 3-foot-tall little kids running around. Just the title made me want to go do one of those weird deep forest primal screaming retreats, because there are so many of those jackasses. This rings so true. We have 2 Great Danes and most of our trips to the dog park end early because of this. The Danes are great with other dogs and people, but there is almost always someone with a very small child getting way too close. 150+ pounds in motion plus small kids is a bad recipe. That is annoying. Most dog parks have a rule that you can only be there if you have a dog. Good thing most people follow rules, but there's always one. Or the families with small children who want to run with the dogs. I have 2 typical golden retrievers, friendliest dogs, and the minute I see a kid running in the dog park, we either leave or go to the far side. I don't want to be there with that liability. And I get it. I had an active dog and a young kid. Do you know the first thing he learned when he was finally allowed to come with me to the dog park? You can only walk here. It is the dog space, and you will walk any situation that requires you to run, and we should be leaving anyway. Old crazy woman gets mad at me after I warn her about how her coffee will be cold. For context, I am a 20-year-old with a semi-stable job at McDonald's. I've been working there for 6 years, so I know the coffee at the back of my head. It's basically engraved at this point. I also have a chronic baby face. I've been called a teen before, and when I go to get scratch tickets, so many people think I'm like 14, which is fun. Now for what happened. So, it's late at night, around 8:20 p.m., and a car comes up in the drive-thru. I'm doing both the cashier and taking orders, so I take her order. My brain is a little fuzzy, so the words might not be exact, so take this with a little grain of salt. Me is, me of course, EW stands for entitled woman. Me, hi, welcome to McDonald's. How can I take your order? EW, can I get a small fry and a small coffee with 9 milk? Me, I'm sorry, 9 milk? EW, yes, 9 milk. Keep in mind, our milk portions are large. 1 milk is equal to 2 cream, so that's like getting 18 cream, and it would fill up a whole entire small coffee. Me, it will basically be just milk, are you sure? EW, yes, that's how I want it. Me, okay, that will be total at the first window, please. She sounded old, so I gave her a senior discount on her coffee, but she never notices that. She pulls up, and I was right, she was old, and she has like a cross necklace or something on her wrist, so she's very Christian. Nothing against you guys, y'all are great, but this is important for later. She hands me the money, and I warn her. Me, are you sure you want 9 milk? It will be cold, remember this, and barely any coffee. EW, your coffee is strong. Don't you do things like Dunkin', where you pump the milk? I shake my head. Me, no. The milk comes from a separate machine and isn't heated. It's automatic how much milk is poured. EW, well, can you make it 2/3 milk and 1/3 coffee? At this point, I just wanted to get the order done, so I hand her the change and say, Me, all right, I'll make it myself. EW, that'd be a good idea. So I run up to the front and tell my coworkers I will make the coffee myself, and yes, she said 9 milk. I put in the milk first, fill it 2/3 of the way, then pour the hot coffee in and stir it. And is it cold to the touch? But I warned her, so we should be fine, right? Me, ale right, here you go, 2/3 milk and 1/3 coffee. Tell me how it tastes so I can fix it if needed. EW, hey, was the coffee hot when you put the milk in? I touched the bottom and it was really cold. Me, I put the coffee on top, 2/3 milk, and 1/3 coffee like you said. She then opens the coffee, doesn't even taste it and dips a finger in. EW, can you raise your right hand? I have a Bible in the car, you know. I confusedly put my hand up, softly saying, Me, did I do something wrong? I can try to dash. She then thrusts the cup at me, her voice a little harsh. EW, look, can you just throw this in the microwave? Or I am gonna get you fired by your boss. Me, W it. Okay. I walk away, defeated and done with this lady. I go over to the microwave and get some help, as I haven't really used it much, as it's mainly used in breakfast and I work night shifts. I microwave it with some help and go back to the woman. Me, here, how's this? Is this better? EW, thank you. You know you shouldn't accept his money. You know what I mean, it's just bad for you. Me, W dash. EW, there's some advice for you, good night. And she drives off. I would have done 1/3 cream, 2/3 coffee, handed it to her, shut the window and walked away. No, I don't care about annoying customers. I would get in trouble for doing that. I need to do exactly what the customer says. I've gotten in trouble before for not doing it. Stupid, I know. As a Satanist, it's chill he doesn't mind you using his money. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.